What is up, my butter biscuits? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star because it seems like Jeffree Star Cosmetics has to make price increases. So he did send out a email listing to everybody explaining the situation. I do have to say this though, before even jumping into it, I really did feel like this was coming. I do feel like with his products, they are, they're high quality. And also on top of that too, I do feel like he puts a lot into his packaging, which is low-key kind of expensive too. So I felt like this was going to be coming. Also on top of that too, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the inflation in the world right now. It's insane. Well, maybe not necessarily even in the world, but in America, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on over here. The fact that everything is just so expensive. Honestly, y'all, like I'm just kind of like losing my mind over here because there was a couple years ago, I think I told you guys this, that I was like saving to buy a house and I was like, oh my gosh, like it seems so obtainable. Like I felt like I was so close to actually being able to purchase a home, and no, like honestly, it's just like I don't know what happened. I feel like after the pandemic, just everything just skyrocketed. And I like always watch these TikToks to see like just how much the cost of living has gone up like since like the 50s and stuff. And to see how people from the 50s and 60s and 70s could like really afford a life. You know what I mean? And it's like now we got to work like 3 jobs and we have to make like $180,000 a year just to be able to live. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I did definitely suspect Jeffree Star as well as other brands to make a price increase. So we're going to be talking about that within today's video. Also, in case you guys did not see, I do want to update you on this. I was just honestly waiting because I'm so sorry, call me petty, but I did say within the video, if I forget, was it my Jeffree Star review of the Scorpio palette, I said if this video gets to 1,500 likes, then I will do a versus of the James Charles palette versus the Scorpio palette. And it took a hot minute for it to get to 1,500 likes, but it did just get there about a week ago. But obviously with the holidays and stuff, I have been really behind, but I definitely am going to be doing that video. It will be coming up within the next 2 weeks for sure. Also, I did say before too that I will be creating a second look using the James Charles palette because I did want to test out the pinks. That's also going to be coming, so I will be having makeup videos come soon. I just have to let you guys know, if you guys like have been paying attention, I finally cleared out my garage, which is like where my studio is, where my backdrops are and like everything, so I finally got that done. So I am going to be filming my makeup videos over there, and I'm going to be filming my commentary ones here. So just letting you guys know. Also, another thing too that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I don't know if you guys had seen a while ago, and it's so crazy that this is going viral now, and Jeffree Star also did a review of this too, the Laura Mercier foundation. If you guys had seen, I did like a new makeup drops, or they bops or flops, and I was like, this foundation sounds amazing. I think I want to pick it up during one of the Sephora sales. Well, during one of the Sephora sales, which I want to say, which was in like spring of 2023, I was like dying to find my shade because I did like swatch it on my hand. I was like, okay, this formula feels amazing, looks amazing, the coverage looks amazing. Like I really want this foundation. I could not find a shade to match me in the slightest. Everything pulled way too yellow or way too orange, and I was like getting so frustrated because honestly the formulation looked like beautiful, and it was like something that I would really like. I don't know if you guys have seen, but like even Jeffree Star just did a review of it, and on top of that too, he loved it. But it's going viral, like literally viral on TikTok right now, and I'm like, damn, I really want to try that foundation. If you guys have tried it, the Laura Mercier foundation, please let me know, because I'm like, maybe, I don't know, like back in the day, Sephora used to give out samples, and I would do this if, say for example, I'm like, damn, this foundation is just a little bit too yellow on me, I would get one that's just a little bit too pinky on me. And so say for example, I would purchase the one that I think is the closest to me, and then I would ask for a sample of the other shade so that way I can mix it. But like every single time that I go to Sephora now, they don't give samples anymore. So I was like, oh, like I don't know if it's just my local Sephora's, I don't know if it's just the workers, I don't know, but I think that really does suck, because in this case, like, y'all, I'm not going to purchase 2 different foundations. And on top of that too, I have to say, like specifically with the Laura Mercier foundation, I was like, even if I mix, it's still, because I literally was mixing on my hand, and I'm like, it's still pulling too orange, too yellow, because both bases are just too yellowy. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, this really sucks. But if you guys have tried that foundation, please let me know how you like it. Honestly, I'm like, maybe during the summer, maybe I'll get like more tan and then I could try it. You know what I mean? But also, I think I'm gonna be like trying. I'm pretty soon. I'm gonna be trying those pills I told you guys about. I seen them on TikTok before, like, I forget the names of them. You literally take 2 of these different like supplements and it tans you. I was like, I never knew that was a thing. I knew before, like say for example, if you eat too much carrots, like you will end up turning like orange tannish. But there's specifically another like vitamin or mineral or whatever it is pill that you take, and it gives you like a little bit more of like an olive tan. And I was like, oh, I should try that before summer. So maybe then I'll match a Laura Mercier foundation. But if you guys have tried that, let me know how you like it, because honestly, y'all, like I knew that it felt beautiful on my hand, but then like seeing it applied to, I'm like, damn, that foundation looks like everything I want it to be. But No color matches me. Anyways, y'all, so we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star and his price increase within today's video. So if you guys are interested in that, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget my new podcast is linked down below, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm not trying to, like, you know, toot my own horn here, but honestly, beat, because that I feel like is really, really good. And I'm just having so much fun over there. I do want to say, if you guys do watch the very first one, I apologize for the audio. The audio is tragic. It is horrible. It was very difficult for me to set up because I'm like, damn, I have to have two mics. We're sitting separately. It's just like, oh, too much for me. So I apologize. It's a hot mess, but it's still fun nonetheless. So make sure you guys go click over there, show some love, and let's go and get into it. My mouth is like so foamy right now. I don't know why. Like, why'd I got dry mouth? I don't get it. I don't see how people can like eat edibles or smoke or anything, because I'm like, oh no ma'am. So anyways, y'all, I want to go ahead and read this from Jeffree Star. I got this email because I guess I'm like signed up to his email list, which I was like, oh, didn't know that. This is what it says right here. Despite our best efforts to maintain our current pricing structure, the increasing costs associated with operating in California and our unwavering commitment to delivering high quality products have necessitated. I've never heard the word necessary in that term before, but once again, I'm a high school dropout. I'm a little bit dumb, okay? Necessitated a price increase on some of our core products. We have done our utmost to avoid this as long as possible, but we find ourselves in a position where this adjustment is unavoidable. We understand that the price increases are never welcome news, and we want to assure you that this decision was not made lightly. Our primary goal remains to provide you with the best quality cosmetics. Unfortunately, the rising production costs has made this step necessary to ensure we can continue to meet your expectations. However, we are also excited to share some positive news. As we begin our 10th year of operation, we will reduce our free domestic shipping threshold for the month of January. Y'all, I don't know why for some reason I barely paid attention to that, because I thought he was like doing it completely, but it says for the month of January. I don't know why. I thought it was like permanently, but anyways, you will only need to spend $50 down from the previous $125 to qualify for free domestic shipping. You know what? I want to say this too. You guys know I'm literally always complaining about shipping costs. Is like, I feel like $125 is a lot, because a lot of other companies out there are $50. $50 is like their minimum. And I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I feel like just a couple years ago, Jeffree Star's was $50. Like, am I tripping on that? Like, I feel like it was like $50 and then it was like $99 and then went up to $125. And I'm like, damn, like, you're getting a little out of hand here. I understand shipping is expensive. I told you guys before, when I've done giveaways, I'm like, oh my God. Specifically, I understand international shipping. When I did a giveaway, someone won in like the Netherlands region, and I was like, why did it cost me $82? And what I was giving away cost me like $40. I was like, why is the shipping literally double of what I gave away? Like, I was like, oh, hail to the no. So I get it, but I just feel like, obviously, when you're a company like Jeffree Star, it's like $50 purchases. Like, come on, you could give some free shipping. You know what I mean? And I have heard before too, when you have like a set account or relationship or something like that with like FedEx or UPS or DHL, whatever the company that you choose, I heard that you have like an account set up with them, and you're providing them with X amount of business, that they do lower it. So say, for example, me as a regular, you know, let's just say like consumer, I guess, if I go into DHL and I want to ship a product, they're going to charge me more than somebody who has a brand relationship with them. So I'm sure whatever company he's working with is costing cheaper than what I would spend to send the same product. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, continuing on, it says, thank you for your understanding and continued support. We look forward to serving you with the same dead catch. Y'all, what is... Why am I so dumb? Maybe I should start looking things up before I get on video, because I look extra stupid when I'm like, what's DED cash-in? I don't know. Maybe, oh, dedication maybe? And he has a typo? Maybe it's dedication. I don't know. And quality that you have come to expect from us. Because I'm like, wait, why does it say DED space cash-in? I'm like, maybe he meant to say dedication and it's a typo. How are you sending out typos when you're a company? Just saying. Anyways, I do want to go over this though. I know that he did say in there core products, but I was actually going over to the website and I was like looking over the whole list of things. Like, I don't know exactly what the core product would be, because obviously each brand has a different core product. You know what I mean? Say, for example, for some brands that only sell eyeshadow palettes, that's obviously going to be their core products. When I worked at MAC, for example, core products were considered complexion products. Those were the ones that people would come back for the most. I would say foundations as well as mascaras. Every other thing, like, people didn't consider to be a core staple product. So I'm like, I don't know what his is per se, but I was going over the whole listing, and like, as you guys know, I just recently picked up the Scorpio palette. It did cost me $62, and it's still on his website for $62. His regular palettes that I've picked up before too are still $52. Like, I don't see any price differences as far as, you know, some, like most of the palettes, like there's some, for example, that I was like, whoa, has that always been that expensive? The psychedelic circus palette, that one retails for $60. That I was like, maybe I just never paid attention to, but it seems like everything has pretty much stayed the same. Maybe he went up on the lipsticks. Let's go into the lip section. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know the standard price of the lipsticks. I do know that that's obviously one of his like best sellers because it was the first product he came out with and people fell in love with the formula. But let's go ahead and see what the price is. Y'all, I think I told you guys when I picked up the Scorpio palette. Oh, I thought I had, you know what, I just put them in my drawer. I actually picked up 4 of his liquid lipsticks because they were on sale for $3. I was like, I can't pass this up. And to be quite honest with you, maybe they're old. Like, honestly, because I was like, why are you selling them for $3? Like, that's insane to me. Because when I was like going into like the production and trying to like create my own brand, y'all, I was trying to come out with liquid lipsticks too. And mind you, this was like 7 years ago. And it was gonna cost me, I want to say like $2 each lipstick, literally $2 each lipstick. So I'm like, how can he afford to sell it for $3? Like, I was honestly thinking, I was like, they're probably expired. But I tried them all on and I was like, they still feel fine. So I literally don't care. Anyways, his lipsticks right now are $22. You guys have to let me know down below. Is that the standard price? I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I probably haven't paid full price for one of his lipsticks in a good 6 years, honestly. Only because, you know, I always tell you guys too, like, I don't wear lipstick like that. Do you know what I mean? And every single time I go to Namies, I'll pick up a lipstick from there where I'll get 30% off of whatever brand. Do you know what I mean? Or 20% off depending upon the brand. So I don't really know. But as far as everything, like, it doesn't seem like it went up too much. I do want to say though, from my memory, and this is a long time ago, I do think that his lipsticks were $18. So maybe now up to 22. I don't know what the price was, you know, before this email did get sent out. I do have to say this though, in Jeffree Star's defense, I think that price increases suck, absolutely suck, especially because if y'all are living in California specifically, and I guess maybe like even New York too, y'all know the cost of living is just getting outrageous, like so outrageous. So it does make it hard to have even extra money to splurge on some makeup. Do you know what I mean? But then also from a business standpoint, I do totally understand if he's having to pay more for the cost of goods and then turn that cost of goods into a product, it's obviously going to end up having to, you know, come from somewhere. And I totally do get that. I think that it sucks. Also, I wonder too, being that he did move to Wyoming, because a lot of people suspected when he first moved to Wyoming to maybe carry out business there because it's like cheaper. I'm like kind of surprised that he still manages all his business from California. Like, I would have thought that would have changed to Wyoming by now because I would feel like it would be cheaper there, which is crazy. Because honestly, y'all, a lot of businesses are leaving California because it's just way too expensive here to pay for rent or anything here. It's just like, no, you know, everyone's like moving out. Anyways, I do want to say this. I totally do understand. I think that it does suck, of course, but I don't know. Things right now are just, woo, a hot mess. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. Also, stay tuned. I will be doing my little verses between the Scorpio palette and the James Charles palette that will be coming within the next 2 weeks. So keep your eyes open for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.